traveling this weekend, and I am at the world's largest truck stop. At least that's what they say. The I-80 truck stop is in Walcott, Iowa, and this is one of the largest truck stops in the world, with many semi-trailers stop here, as Interstate 80 is one of the busiest interstates in the United States. We just stopped here to get a treat. I have a bagel, and we're going to finish our journey to Des Moines, Iowa. What are you doing? Are you studying today? Let me know. What are you studying?
Oh, I can't go, Rilla.
Hello. This is Teacher Cheri, and my friends and I are here, and my daughter's back there. She's not excited. We are in Des Moines, Iowa, and we just picked up our to-go order from a restaurant called Chili's. And so we are going to have some chicken and burgers, and we're heading back to our hotel right now. The weather here is nice. It's 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't ask me to do the math on what that is for Celsius, which that is what the rest of the world gauges their temperature at, but it is nice. The temperatures are comfortable. I'll probably have to wear a hoodie tomorrow, which a hoodie is a hooded sweatshirt. And the sun is supposed to be shining. It's not supposed to rain. The leaves are starting to turn colors. So if I see any trees that are turning colors, I will get some photos. Yes, it is still pretty light. It's 7:26 p.m. It is starting to get dark. My guess is it'll be dark within the next 15 minutes. The hotel we're staying at is a very nice hotel, and it only can be at half capacity, so there aren't a whole lot of people staying there, but my daughter's softball team is going to be there, so it'll probably be fun. The adults will probably have some adult beverages, and the girls will not, because they are all 14 and 15 years old. But I'll keep you guys posted on how the night goes. Hello, this is Cheri here. Welcome back to Learn English with Cheri on my live via Instagram. Today is Sunday morning, and I am getting ready to go back to the softball diamonds. My daughter's softball team on our weekend trip are preparing for what's called Championship Sunday. So in the softball world, that means on Sundays are when the championship games happen, and all teams are trying to make it to the championship game. So currently we have a game, or her team has a game, in about 15 minutes. They will start their first game. If they win, then they get to advance to the next level of the bracket. And if they keep winning, they'll play 3 games today to make it to the championship. So that's always the goal. We will see. So I wanted to share with you guys some travel vocabulary. Now this is American English. So for travel vocabulary in American English, what we would say is, today I checked out of my hotel. What does that mean? I checked out. It means that I left the hotel. It was the last day I was going to stay, and I'm no longer staying there. So I checked out of the hotel. When I arrived, I checked into the hotel. I checked into the hotel, and today I checked out because I'm not sleeping there tonight. When I called 2 weeks ago to make a reservation, I reserved a room in the hotel. So to reserve is a verb, and reservation is what you make when you reserve a room. You make a reservation. So I made a reservation 2 weeks ago for my hotel. For each night, it was around $80 a night, because I have a special, or I booked it. Yes, I booked a room. That's another way of saying it. There are travel programs just like there are throughout the world, so I was able to get a discounted rate since I am a member of Marriott, the hotel chain that's throughout the world, the Marriott. I get special rates. So $80 some a night. In big cities, Like in New York City, it would cost twice that at least for a room, because it's very expensive to stay in the larger cities. So I booked a room. I made a reservation. Today I checked out of my room. If we're going to be traveling, in America, we don't say I'm on holiday, but I often will say that when I speak to my students who I'm teaching from other countries, because they understand what holiday means more so than I'm on a trip. Often you say you're on a trip. If someone is just going away for the weekend, like you're leaving on Friday, you're going to come back home on Sunday, it's not really a vacation. You might say, I'm going away for the weekend. I'm going away for the weekend. And so that's typically what I would say. We're going away for the weekend for softball. Next weekend, I will actually be staying in another hotel for another softball tournament. For what star? This hotel was a 4-star rating. I will tell you that sometimes the ratings, at least where I have stayed, are not that accurate. I've stayed in some 3 and even 4-star hotels that I didn't find to be very nice. And I've stayed in some 2 and 3-star hotels, and they've been nice. This is just a weekend trip that I'm taking, and I have been videoing throughout the weekend to give you some insight into what the weekend looks like, and also to assist you in maybe learning some new vocabulary words that have to do with travel. The weather is warm enough to just wear a long sleeve shirt, and I feel really comfortable, actually maybe a little warm, so a short sleeve shirt would probably be okay. My daughter's team is getting ready to play another game, and unfortunately they lost their last game, but they're still able to continue to play. You have to lose twice before you're done in the tournament, so hopefully they win this game so that they can continue to play one more game. There were quite a few teams here, I think maybe 30 teams, 40 teams, something like that. And so if they win this next game, then they have the ability to play for 5th place out of the 30 to 40 teams that are here. I am getting ready to, after these games are over, we will be traveling back home. We are driving, and it will be about a 3 to 3.5 hour trip by car to my home. So when you say you travel by car, you don't say I travel on my car. You say I will be traveling by car home, or I'm going to get in the car and drive home. So I'm just going to give you kind of a perspective of what it looks like where I'm at here. Here I'm at a softball diamond. There are 4 diamonds here, so there are games being played on 4 different diamonds, and this is my daughter's team right behind me warming up. They're getting ready to play their game. So let's talk about traveling. So I did a lesson on traveling and whether we get in something or on something. We would travel in our car. We get in our car and go. We would get on a train to go by train. We would get on a plane to travel by plane. We would get on a motorcycle or a moped, because again, we're standing up. If we're able to stand up, then on something that you typically would say on. If you are sitting, then you would say in. So I'm going to get in the car. I'm traveling in the car to go back home. Like I said, my daughter's team is warming up here. They are listening to some music to get ready to go, and we will finish our weekend's journey. Tomorrow I will go back to school on Monday. Typically, I would only travel by train if I am going to be going to a city and I don't want to deal with driving in the traffic. If I'm going to go to a city that's further away, so if I'm going to go somewhere that takes maybe longer than 8 hours to drive, I would fly to get there, but I would use the train if I'm in the city. So if I'm in a large city, I might use the subway. Also, if I want to go to Chicago, which is only about a 3-hour drive, but if I want to be in downtown Chicago, it's easier for me to go by train, because then I can get on the train and get off the train in the downtown area of Chicago and not have to deal with the traffic. It's just easier to get off the train in downtown Chicago, visit the sites in downtown Chicago. If I want to go shopping, have some good food, go down to Navy Pier in Chicago, I will take the train to do that. But other times I typically will drive or fly. So that's how I get around. When I am home, I go everywhere by vehicle. So I drive my car because I live in a rural area, so I need to drive to go to the grocery store. I have to drive to go to work. I can't walk to these places because they're too far away. We are getting ready to head home after having a weekend away from our home. My daughter and I went on a road trip this weekend. That is a vocabulary term you can use, a road trip, when you go somewhere for a short period of time that is not a long trip. It's appropriate to say you're going for a road trip. So we went on a road trip to her softball tournament in Des Moines, Iowa. Unfortunately, they did not make it to the championship. They were one game away. They had some great games, and then they had some okay games. But overall, it was a great weekend. There was beautiful fall weather, and I'm thankful that we were able to have this time together. So I want to ask Callie. Callie, what did you think about the road trip?
I had lots of fun.
Okay. So what was your favorite part of the road trip?
Probably spending time with my friends.
So she said probably spending time with her friends. She didn't mention spending time with me, right? Can you give us a brief description of how you think the team did this weekend?
I think there was times where we did really, really well, and then there was other times where we could have done a lot better.
Okay.
And there's times we could have focused more, but overall, I think we had a good weekend.
Okay, so that was her review of her team's performance this weekend. I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off so we can get going, so that we can get home. It is 4:26 p.m. and we have about a 3-hour drive, so I'd like to get home so I can get showered, rest up a little bit before having to go to bed and get ready for the new week next week. So thanks again for watching our journey this weekend on our road trip as we went away for the weekend for a softball tournament. I hope you enjoyed following us as we went through, and come back to this channel or this Instagram page in the future as I will post educational content and then also some more informal content like what you saw this weekend to help you learn more vocabulary about everyday life in America. Remember, you can learn English, be patient, keep practicing, speak English as much as you can to practice it, and be kind to one another. Bye.